Here we have the current stock market update for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Before we begin, if these educational materials are helpful for your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, we have the 4-hour price chart, and the stock itself is seeing massive gains here. This is somewhat surprising given the broader context that we're currently seeing in the market. In other words, we have seen some fairly disappointing reactions and responses to the NVIDIA earnings that were posted last night after the trading bell. And for the most part, we have seen some weakness in several important technology stocks. In particular, I can point to names like Palantir and Supermicro Computer. But fortunately for this stock, and fortunately for bullish traders, this has not been the case for SoFi. So what we're currently seeing here is a series of breaks to the top side that have started to damage the bearish aspect of this prior price structure. So in the rest of this video, we're going to be going over these individual price points here so that we can determine exactly what would be the most profitable trading strategy for this stock going forward. So as we can see here, the share price itself is posting new near-term highs coming in at $8.05. As we can see previously, this old high came in at $8.06. However, there was a bit of a strange kind of deformed, even double top formation structure that was seen between the $8.06 and $7.95 region here. So it wasn't exactly as clean as you would like a double top to be if you're looking at that type of price formation, but it was close enough where we can start to expect to see resistance in this area. So given the fact that this near-term price movement is seeing such a strong bullish candle here in the face of this resistance, this is largely positive for the stock. And this does suggest that selling pressure in this area has been limited relative to what might otherwise be expected. So we do have to keep in mind the fact that, if we kind of pull out on this price chart a bit, we do need to keep in mind the fact that we haven't exactly broken through this $8.06 level just yet. However, this does appear to be imminent given the fact that we aren't really seeing any real pullback here. There has not been a major rejection here or anything like that. We're not seeing a lot of evidence of selling pressure here. So at the moment, my expectation would be for this stock to break out to the top side and ultimately overcome this $8.06 resistance level. Part of the reason that I say this is because, the more recent resistance area came in at $7.95. We weren't even able to break the $8 mark. And here we can see that, we might even break through it before the end of this video. But what I was saying was that, previously when we tested this level, we weren't even able to test the $8 mark. And here we're now at a retest of this $8.06 level. So I would even have to change this marking here. But my main point here is that we're not seeing a significant rejection here. We're not seeing a lot of selling pressure. We're not seeing a long wick on this candle. This is a very strong, full-bodied bull candle. So overall, what this tells us is that, there's not a lot of selling pressure that's going to be found immediately here. So what does this tell us exactly? If we do break above here, what exactly does this mean? It means a few different important things. One would be the fact that, I've been in prior videos, I've been pointing to this downtrend, this prior downtrend line that had been governing or controlling the stock previously. And here we can see that, this has now convincingly broken to the top side. This was a bit of a messy price break, and there was even a fair argument that could have been made, which suggested that this recent price breakout to the top side could have been a false breakout. The reason that would have been a fair argument to make comes from the fact that there was clearly a lot of selling pressure at this area. So the last time we reached this $8, and we are breaking this new high right now. So this is $8.07. So we're technically above the prior price high. But the last time we were in this area, we saw a significant rejection here. So much so that the price broke to new lows relative to the previous lows. So this is all significant because it means, the last time we saw a price support zone came in at $6.15. We saw prices move to $8.06, and then we broke to a new low. The selling pressure was so intense that we were able to break through the prior low. So for that reason, it would have been a fair argument to suggest that this was actually a false breakout of this trend line. But now that we're starting to see a break above this old resistance level, that argument kind of goes out the window. that's not really a valid argument anymore because now we're starting to see new price highs. So what we can say here currently is that this prior downtrend, at least from looking back to the middle of April, at the very least, that negative trend now has run its course and has completed itself. So we can take a look at the indicator readings here, and we can see some further evidence of that type of uh, situation occurring. So here we can see that there is a negative downtrend here in the share price momentum, but that has now broken to the top side. We have seen share prices move above this downtrend. So what we can say here is that this is no longer a momentum indicator that remains valid. So share prices are no longer being controlled or governed by this negative bearish trend momentum. In addition to that, we have to look at the lower end of this indicator reading here. And this is what I'm looking at here is the bottom of the price chart. So this is the purple line is the relative strength index. And as we can see here, on a longer term basis, we do actually have a bull trend that is starting to develop here. So when you take this into combination with the fact that the share price itself is breaking to new highs, we've reversed from these $6 lows. Overall, this is a bear. This does signal a completion of the bearish side of this equation. So now the bull activity can start to take over, and we can start to see new trend waves here in the positive direction. Ultimately, the price close today will be important. I don't want to just make people, completely excited for no reason or anything like that. What we do really want to see here is prices closing above this $8.06 level on a daily basis. That would be the best possible signal here. If we do start to see a bit of a rejection, and it doesn't look like this because this is a very strong, full-bodied green candle that is also being confirmed by an increase in bullish trading volume. So I don't really expect that to be the case. The way things currently stand here, I do expect that the most likely scenario is that we close above this $8.06 level. We will need to see what goes on in the broader market. I don't think we can just completely ignore that because if we start to see selling pressure throughout the technology space, it could weigh on this stock, and we could see a bit of a reversal in the second half of the day. But as things currently stand, this is a very strong upward movement, and there's really not much suggestion here that there's selling pressure near term. So here's the current market update for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.